How to beat procrastination instantly. In 2011, a woman named Mel Robbins was broke, unemployed, and could not get out of bed in the morning. She had every reason to stay down. Then, one night, watching a rocket launch on television, she had one thought. What if I launched myself out of bed like a rocket? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She got up. That single 5-second moment became the most watched TEDx Talk in history. Over 500 million views. A New York Times bestseller. A rule that neuroscientists later proved physically interrupts the procrastination circuit in your brain. All of it. From one 5-second count. This is how it works. Keto knew exactly what he needed to do. The business plan was in his head. The email was half written. The first step was obvious. But every time he was about to start, something happened. Not laziness, not lack of discipline, something biological. Neuroscientist Dr. Tali Sharot discovered that the human brain has a built-in instinct to hesitate. Every time you have an impulse to act, your brain gets exactly 5 seconds to kill that impulse. 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, your brain kicks in with reasons, doubts, fears, and excuses. Overthinking floods the impulse. The moment dies, and you are back on the couch, exactly where you started. This is not a character flaw. This is a circuit, and circuits can be interrupted. I want you to think right now. What is the one thing you have been putting off this week? You already know what it is. Now count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Procrastination is not a personality. It is a 5-second window that your brain exploits every single time. Close the window first, then do the thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is all it takes. Every single time. If this hits something, share it. Subscribe. Because every week we cover the science that actually changes how you live. See you in the next one. The moment keto counted, something shifted. Not a dramatic transformation, not a sudden flood of motivation, just movement. One small physical act. He sat up. Then he stood. Then he opened the laptop. And the brain, having been tricked into motion by a 5-second count, released dopamine. Because movement triggers reward. Reward triggers more movement. More movement builds momentum. And momentum, the thing that felt impossible 10 minutes ago on the couch, became inevitable. The 5-second rule does not give you motivation. It gives you the first second of motion. The brain does the rest. But here is what Mel Robbins discovered, and what neuroscientists confirmed. You have a 5-second window before the brain shuts the impulse down. And if you count backwards before the window closes, something extraordinary happens. Stay with me. When you count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You activate the prefrontal cortex, the rational decision-making center of your brain. This interrupts the limbic system, the part responsible for fear, hesitation, and procrastination. The countdown is not motivation. It is not a pep talk. It is a neurological pattern interrupt. It physically changes which part of your brain is in control. Mel Robbins tested this every morning for years before she wrote the book. Not to feel motivated, She almost never felt motivated. She counted. Then she moved. The movement came first. The feeling followed. This is the most important thing nobody ever told you about action. The feeling of readiness does not come before you move. It comes because you moved. 5 seconds is all the time your brain needs to be overridden. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.